Hello, my name's Kevin Muldoon. I made the Genome Color Tool. I am a design technologist specializing in design systems, and color has been something I've really wanted to solve for quite a while. So, this is a quick start and a practical how to use this tool. So, I took down this brand palette from Ally, and the first thing I want to do is I want to kind of determine if I can actually share a few colors. Those look like in the same color family. These look kind of like the same color family. And I have a blue here, and I kind of have a blue here, but that's way too close. So that's its own different color. My ultimate goal really is to try to get as many of these colors as possible within a meaningfully weighted system. And a meaningfully weighted system simply means, well, IBM Carbon would be a good example. If you are on the 60, that means that you will pass on white, 4.5 to 1 contrast ratio. So that number is the meaning. For Lightning Salesforce, it's the 50. And for Adobe Spectrum, the meaningfully weight is 900. And right now I can actually hover over here and I can hit the 4 key to see what passes on 4.5 to 1 contrast ratio, and it's going to be white in 100s. Same thing with the 3. 3 key being hit will give me that visual. So let's pull up this Ally and see what we can see. Because Genome thinks of things in a semantic way for the base colors, not a CSS semantic, but just a pure semantic. And what I really need to determine is what is a primary for Ally. You would think it's the brand color, often it is. However, this is a clue to say that my primary color is actually the green. So, let's take this green from the actual brand palette and let's pop this into the primary. Now, the one thing I notice here is that this is bold. And that means, at least in my system that I use, that is a 3 to 1 contrast ratio, which is a little bit low for a lot of usage and wouldn't really pass for this text. Or it might be, it's bold, who knows. And but let's take a look at what they actually used here. And if I come over here and then plug in that number, I can see that it's actually not in the brand. So let's go ahead and actually see where that actually falls. Right now, I'm just very, very quickly going to pop that into my secondary, and I can see that actually it's a 300, which, if I come over here to Genome, and I am, that would be exactly a 4.5 to 1 contrast ratio on white and black, which is a very, very small little range to accomplish both of those, the whites and the blacks. So, okay, I could literally leave this right here, but since it's already there in production, I might as well just pop that in there like that. So, that is the primary done. And what I would consider a secondary at this point is really this purple, because that is basically, as I'm seeing that being used, that makes the most sense to me. Obviously, get with your designer and, sort it all out. So let's pop in a secondary color. And notice that the user does not get the choice of where the color goes. It simply chooses the closest possible. And that's what makes it meaningfully weighted. I can submit all that. I do need to refresh. Yes, so that's all my colors there. And then I would just continue on down the line until I'm pretty happy with everything. Maybe I'll pick out this for the info color, possibly. Maybe I'll pick this for a system color, which I would typically use for like focus rings and such like that. And once I'm pretty happy, I could hit export. And then I could check out some tools here, resources, excuse me, and I could find the import for Figma plugin, which I've already installed. So all I'd have to do is go to my plugins. Well, let me make sure everything's fine there. Yep, it is. Okay, good, good, good. Plugins, Genome import. I've chosen the GCS file. I'll choose the genome optimization. Obviously, you can use whichever one that you most prefer. The entire thing comes down, so that's the reason why we can actually choose it on import. And there we go. We've got our primary and our secondary in, and we have everything nicely organized into palettes. Okay, so that is really just what I wanted to show you. And of course, we can just as quickly do 4 or 5 other brands, just so long as we choose one optimization that can be shared between all of them. Because if you have too few colors, you will have too many colors very quickly. You just want to have the right amount of colors and be able to share that so that you can have a true white label design system. And that's what Genome does for you. All right, thank you much. Bye-bye.